evolved the way it was is because Reality had this massive lead in Army. He was like 30 to 35 or so up in Army. He had this massive Marauder force, but wasn't able to kill the bases. And
well, when you get enough Mortals, Marauders just don't work out as well anymore.
And that's a big problem.
Storms cover you against Marines.
So the other thing too is if you attack there and you spend all of your money on Army and you're trying to beef up this Marauder force, which is very expensive compared to Marines, then you run into this Immortal force and you don't have Ghosts out because you were so focused on your Marauder production. It's hard to balance all of that.
I think he's catching him a little bit off guard. He's not used to playing against this style. Because you probably just need the Ghosts a little bit earlier, a little bit more effective as well.
By the way, we have another Overgrowth pick. This map is like the most pig map by far.
Yeah.
Well, this could be our very last set, ladies and gentlemen. If Ruin wins one more game, he will go to Code S. Reality wants to stop him here. It's his map pick. Announce the players, Artosis.
Top right. Our Protoss player. Can he win and go to Code S? Yes.
Ruin.
Blowing in the wind. Just got his AC cranked up.
The bottom left, our Terran player needs to win now.
Reality.
It's going to be a stark one if he loses here.
Nope. Maybe even a Ned Stark one.
Could be. Getting beheaded by Lord Ruin.
Well, I have to say, I expected actually, when I saw the Overgrowth pick, a 2 barracks proxy. Because I was like, this is the best map for it. We've seen this already. There's a few different locations you can do that and maybe try to win the game that way because I don't know, man, if Reality can actually win against Ruin. On this map, too, the third base that Ruin's going to take is going to be so far away, and the way Reality likes to play this is like super heavy-handed.
Yeah.
He goes CC first, and then with that explosion of money, he just makes Marauders and more Marauders non-stop with Widow Mines and attacks. And I don't think this map caters to that too well, but it's his pick, right? So he must have something.
You know, the more I think of it as well, because like against charge lot type compositions, you use the Widow Mines, you kind of kite back. Oftentimes you do it at the third base, try to whittle it down. Marauders really punish a move like that, though. Really interesting. I mean, Immortals do. I don't know if I said Marauders are not there.
I think you did say Marauders, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have a command center first, so Reality really sticking to it.
And this time the response Rune's like, okay, you've done this to me every time. He just pulls out of gas entirely. It doesn't even mind a single crystal. Drops that Nexus, so good spot here.
I believe Vespene is not in crystals.
No.
Pretty sure not.
It doesn't mind a single crystal of that gas because you can't.
I think you don't use the word single with gas, you know? It's like a single cream. It's like, well, no, it's cream. You know, it's like a single gas. Well, no, it's gas.
Well, I mean, I
it's a flowing.
What if I said a single gas cube?
Okay, that works. That totally works because that's like a volume of gas, like a single gallon of milk. Not a single milk, right?
I think that's more than a gallon, though, I'd say, Artosis. I'm pretty sure that's a little bit more than that. I'd say that's probably about at least 50 gallons, man. That's a pretty big unit, the probe. It's pretty huge.
I think if the Protoss are using gallons to measure their gas, then they're pretty foolish.
Then that means that America wins, like, and
the
metric system loses in the future.
That's right. We all know that's eventually going to happen. The metric system doesn't make any sense. Everything in tens, okay, yeah, life is
that's really
life's
weird.
That simple.
Like we're just going to keep everything all easy and just put zeros on everything.
Yeah.
I'll add 2 zeros to my salary.
Yeah, well, a kilogram is 1,000 grams.
Yeah, that's pretty weird, dude.
Well,
they don't even know.
Pound is 16 ounces.
I'm like, a mile is 5,280 feet. Come on, like that makes so much more sense to me, dude.
It does.
You know, a foot is 12 inches.
Don't even get me started on Celsius, man. 0 Celsius freezing. Oh yeah. It just happens to be.
It just happens to be 0.
0 is freezing.
That works out, yeah, I think 32.
We made Fahrenheit, and we're like, all right, where does stuff freeze here? 32, okay. Let's memorize that. That's the freezing point. Celsius, yeah, okay. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Come on.
Yeah. They want to do this weird formula, like subtract 30 degrees from stuff, I don't know.
Oh, God.
It's pretty funky. I mean, we go into kilograms, dude. I'm like, pounds. That's also a money system. It's much better, clearly.
Yeah. Clearly.
All right, this scan, does it reveal the blink? No.
Nope.
We actually haven't seen a single blink. This is, I really like this for Ruin being up in the series. I've talked about this like to death this week, but I really want to highlight this again, man. When you are on your opponent's map pick, do something you've never done before.
Well, he's going for it, Wolf. And here I thought we might have an entire day without this build.
We were
How
close.
silly of me! Oh, how could I ever think we could have a whole day of StarCraft without that build? Oh,
Sorry.
I am so sorry. I'm a silly guy today.
Sorry, Toast, you need to go back and read the book of all ins.
I'm out of control here, Wolf.
You're out of line, Artosis.
Yeah.
You need to calm down and look at this Twilight Council spinning.
Yep.
You need to watch that chrono. You need to appreciate.
Let's see how it works out.
Well, he's going to poke a little bit on those Marines. Anything he can do. This looks to be... wow.
Okay, well, he knows now.
But I think this is the version where you
Start the bunkers.
I think he just takes a third base with this, though. in
Yeah, it
transitions.
actually looks like it, but he has the 4 gates, so I would actually be upset if he didn't at least go down and pressure. Like, he doesn't need to go all in necessarily, but he needs to at least go down and show off his blink prowess.
Yeah.
Prowess, whatever.
There was a team once called Pro S in Korea. Well, an
Yeah,
amateur
that's true.
team.
Yeah, they're still around, I think.
Never see their IDs on the ladder anymore.
Yeah, that's...
But everybody became a barcode, I guess, so
That's
there you
true.
have it. Yeah, he's making a lot of bunkers. Forge goes up at home, and he starts an Immortal.
Starts a turret just in case there's some sort of sneaky DT shenanigans going on. Starts picking off some SCVs.
3 Harvesters killed in total this game. That one Marine with 5 hit points, holding down the tower. What a trooper.
Look at that micro. I think he spent his time on that. The Forge coming down. Immortal. Uh-oh, Immortal production starting here, Wolf.
Yep, it's happening.
Gonna walk in and start picking this off. Does get the bunker.
Don't you dare try to salvage that.
That's right. Takes some damage on his stalkers, but that's fine. You know what? He's caused a big response here. He's caused a missile turret, a few bunkers. He's picked some things off. It's definitely slowing down what Reality would rather be doing.
Yeah.
And now a War Prism on the way already.
Warp Prism on the way here, I think, is just a backstab technique. Like, he's going to float it near the base. When he sees it move out, he's going to punish for it. I don't think he's going to, like, do anything with it right now.
It makes sense kind of as well when you think about it, because when you do a light blink push like this, and you get pushed back, your opponent will push you all the way back. He'll chase you home and see if you have a third and see if maybe he can mess it up for you. In this case, there is no third, because instead he's choosing to pump his minerals into some more units to make sure he's still safe, and to do a Zealot harassment. So I like the thought process behind this from Ruin.
Guardian Shield goes up here because he knows it's a big drop. Wants to shift click those medevacs, and he does.
Yeah, very
It's going to
well
be like an okay trade for Reality, but I love this cannon. It does 1 point of damage, but all the tanking it does is worth all the minerals he spent on it.
Certainly is, no question there. I felt like he had started to commit, and he's like, oh, I'm going to look dumb if I just run out here with a stim. So he's like, I'll kill the cannon and go. I don't know if it was even worth it, though, to be honest.
I don't think so.
Oh,
God, this is starting to look pretty bad. He's just going to chase those SVs.
Yeah.
And with that bunker there, at least he didn't salvage that one for some reason. That could actually become helpful if he decides to commit to more Zealots warping him. But how many SCVs is he going to actually allow to die?
God. Ruin is, like, showing some really cool stuff, man. Like, really, really cool. This is a different take on a blink opener. You know,
This is just kind of a different take on the matchup entirely today that we're seeing.
Yeah. Ruin really does have his own way of playing, and it's fascinating and fun to watch. And look, he's already got 3 Immortals.
Well, you know what? I think he's going to try to deny this third base and then blink away. I don't think he can force a cancel on it. Can he? Maybe he can,
Yeah,
actually. Maybe he can.
Well,
you
he might
know
be able
what?
to kill a medevac.
He forces a stim at least.
Hey, that was still good.
Yeah.
Still good. Forces a stim, slows it down, does damage to it, kills an SCV.
Could kill that Marine maybe too. Actually.
And he's got to slow down a little bit as well, because even though you know, he's already done a ton of damage, look at the probe versus SCV count. It's actually even. Look at the army supplies, almost even. And he doesn't have a third Nexus started yet, so it's an issue if this just finishes right up very quickly and easily.
I've noticed in this game, Reality's actually, because he seems to be making a few more Marines than last time, but he's still insanely Marauder heavy. And again, the Immortals are going to agree. He even commits here because he's like, you turn around and fight me, I dare you with Guardian Shield on these 3 Immortals. I dare you to try it.
Nothing happens to him. They kill everything.
Storm is done, and those High Templar are lagging behind just by a second. They're coming in here. Another Warp Prism comes down. Could actually use that to just transport those High Templar. 2 medevacs down for free.
So brave with his units here.
He has those Immortals to fall back on.
Yeah. But the blinks forward, you know, the Immortals do take a while to catch up, but he knows exactly what he's able to do here against Reality.
He's so well versed in this style. Really, really like it. It's beautiful Storm on those medevacs, and the SCVs eat it as well. He's got one more Storm. There it goes, and I think this is the end, Artosis.
This is so cool, Wolf. Really great play by Ruin. Reality just doesn't seem to know what to do here, how to deal with it. Uh-oh. A Nexus.
This time he's not going to lose, though.
No S this time.
Except on his, next to his name in the GSL.
Ooh. Well, you know what? Ruin, I feel like he might get pretty far this season.
I think
he's
so.
Bringing in very fresh play, really good play, and GG, but
GG.
not before calling him a D.
Before he puts that dyslexic B back in there.
Wait, is that not a D? Is that a B?
No,
that
no,
was a D.
it was just a backwards B, I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I thought, but I'm like, oh, maybe I'm dyslexic. Uh-oh. Okay, so
Sorry,
Ruin wins and goes to Code S.
Really well played.
Really great play by him today.
You know,
seriously, what
actually,
a good player.
The S aside, like he actually could have gotten out in first place had he played just a little bit safer and a little bit less crazily there, you know, against Sulky.
Hand it to Sulky, though, for fighting back in that position after those Phoenixes did such work on him early on.
It's so nuts because Reality must know this too. He is a much better TVZ player, and had Ruin actually won against Sulky instead of making an S and losing, he might have had a better shot playing against a player he did not lose to previously, playing against Sulky instead of playing against Ruin there. So that's like for him, like pretty frustrating, I'd say.
I have to agree with you on that. I think he actually probably would have preferred to play against Sulky. He's played against him before and stood toe-to-toe. Doesn't get to do that this time, though.
No, he does not. Well, Artosis has been a good week of Code A.
Certainly has.
6 groups have been decided, and as such, 12 players are going into Code S. 12
really solid quality players as well. I'm so excited about this new season of Code S.
There have been a few unfortunate dropouts. You know, good players who...
Sora comes to mind, for sure. I'm sad about him dropping out.
Sad players that are sad about that are kind of like players that are in a bit of a problem situation team-wise, like Deer, Journey, Seed.
Yeah. I mean, the Code S without Deer is pretty sad.
Every day of Code A now is what I used to call the danger days, because you're at danger of going to Code B, and 2 go up, 2 go down. It really is the new up and downs here.
Yeah. Well, here you see who advanced today. Sulky in first place, Ruin in second. Far superior group to the mornings group. You know, tell your friends, watch this group, not the other. This one was great. This was a fantastic group. I enjoyed just about I think I enjoyed every single game, actually.
I did too, especially the PVTs. Now here, of course, are our Group A, or Code A schedules for Group G through L. I'm not going to read all of these out to you, but some really good matches in here.
Yeah, there are some awesome, awesome matches. I cannot wait for Group G. That's going to be great.
Some big names in here. TY, Flash, Hydra, Stork, Fantasy. Some newer names you don't see so often. Emotion, Hitman. TY's in here.
How well will Billowy do?
Billowy's in the group as well.
Will he make it into Code S after how well he's been doing in Pro League?
Scary, though, you know, for Symbol in a group with not only Billowy, but Trap, and then Hitman's in there as the X Factor. Could throw him out with some ZBZ. Looking at players like Pet, you know, a big fan favorite, is in there with Stork, Squirtle, Action, Choya. He's got another shot in here. He's in a group with True and Supernova.
Action's starting to make it happen. This is one of the hardest workers from StarCraft 1. He was well known for just practicing longer than anybody. So to see him start to succeed in StarCraft 2, that's kind of exciting as well. There's a lot of great stories for next week.
So, guys, next week, same time as this week, Wednesday to Friday, 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. every single day. It's been a good week, Artosis. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you check us out on Twitter, ProxyWolf and Artosis. And I guess Wolf will see you on Sunday with Pro League. But until then, we'll see you.